That's it.
Trying to make it as accommodating as possible.
I know it's mad though, isn't it? But
When he walks in, that's his present as well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to Pageant House for the very special occasion of the marriage of Mark and Laura. This is a day that they will remember all of their lives.
That's for sure.
And you, their friends and relatives, are here to share in their happiness, to wish them both well, and make this a happy, joyous and memorable occasion for them both. Now, it is traditional for a bride to be handed in marriage on her wedding day.
Very true.
So I'm now going to address that very special question to the bride's father.
Yep.
And hopefully you're going to respond with the words, I do.
I might not. I might not. I might not want to go.
Good money, Steve.
I might not want to go.
Who gives this woman to be married to this man?
I do.
Thank you very much.
You got a meeting?
So we're ready to start. A marriage may only take place in a building which has been licensed for that purpose, and the place in which we are all now met has been duly sanctioned, according to law, for the celebration of marriages. You are all here today to witness the joining in matrimony of Mark Stephen Heald and Laura Louise G. If any person here present knows of any lawful impediment to this marriage, they should declare it now.
Well, actually.
Although a civil ceremony is simple and without ritual, the vows that Mark and Laura will make here today are solemn and binding. Marriage is a desire by two people to share themselves with each other and a willingness to accept each other for who they are. So for Mark and Laura, getting married today is the confirmation of the love, respect and friendship that they have for each other. Together they will be stronger to meet whatever life may hold for them. So Mark and Laura, I'm now going to ask you to confirm your intention to marry today, and hopefully the response to me will be with the words, I do. Mark, you're going first. Do you, Mark, take Laura to be your lawful wedded wife, to be loving, faithful and loyal to her for the rest of your lives together? Laura. Do you, Laura, take Mark to be your lawful wedded husband, to be loving, faithful and loyal to him for the rest of your lives together? I do. Mark and Laura, before you were joined in marriage today, it is my duty to remind you both of the solemn and binding character of the vows that you are about to make. Marriage in this country means the union of two people, voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. So I'm now going to ask you first, Mark, and then you, Laura, to declare that you do not know of any legal reason why you may not be married to each other today. After you have made those confirmations and declarations, you will then contract your marriage before your witnesses here assembled. So Mark, again, if you'll say these words nice and clearly now after me. I declare that I know
I declare that I know
of no legal reason
of
no legal reason
why I, Mark Stephen Heald,
why I, Mark Stephen Heald,
may not be joined in marriage
may not be joined in marriage
to Laura Louise G.
to Laura Louise G.
And now, Lord, I declare that I know
I declare that I know
of no legal reason
of no legal reason
why I, Laura Louise G,
why I, Laura Louise G,
may not be joined in marriage
may not be joined in marriage
to Mark Stephen Heald.
to Mark Stephen Heald.
So everyone now, the moment has arrived for Mark and Laura to contract their marriage before you all. Mark and Laura, what I'm actually going to ask you to do now is to exchange the vows which will unite you as husband and wife. These vows are a formal and public pledge of your love and a promise of lifelong commitment to one another. So I'm going to ask you to turn and face one another, please, and hold both hands, or at least one hand. A little sweetie there. Okay. Oh, that's lovely. Now I do need you to say your marriage vows clearly after me, certainly so that your two formal witnesses, who I'm told are Adam and Rachel, that they can hear you clearly. Let's hope everyone can. But please remember, most importantly, these are the vows that you're saying to each other. So again, Mark, you're going first. I, Mark Stephen Heald,
I, Mark Stephen Heald,
take you, Laura Louise G,
take you, Laura Louise G,
to be my wedded wife.
to be my wedded wife.
And now, I, Laura Louise G,
I, Laura Louise G,
take you, Mark Stephen Heald,
take you, Mark Stephen Heald,
to be my wedded husband.
to be my wedded husband.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the exchange of rings, which is the traditional way of our bride and groom actually sealing the vows that they've just made to each other. So I know you've put the ring somewhere, have you? So, Mark, would you like to take out Laura's ring first of all, please? Placing the ring onto her finger, holding the ring in place all the way on. Now you might like to just turn and face that a little bit so Dad can get this very special one. As you say these words after me then, please, Mark. Laura, I give you this ring
Laura, I give you this ring
as a sign of our marriage
as a sign of our marriage
and a symbol of our love.
and a symbol of our love.
I promise to love you,
I promise to love you,
to care for you
to care for you
and respect you
and respect you,
as long as we both shall.
as long as we both shall.
Laura, would you like to take the second ring, please? Placing that right now onto Mark's finger. Holding the ring in place as you say these words after me. Is it on there? That's lovely. Mark, I give you this ring
Mark, I give you this ring
as a sign of our marriage
as a sign of our marriage
and a symbol of our love.
and a symbol of our love.
I promise to love you,
I promise to love you,
to care for you
to care for you
and respect you
and respect you
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
Can I hold hands on? The wedding ring is an unbroken sign. It has no beginning and it has no end. It symbolises unending and everlasting love. So for Mark and Laura, the giving of these rings is an outward sign to the world of their marriage and a reminder in the years to come of the very important step they've just taken today. Marriage is the union of two hearts. It lives on in the love that you give to each other. It never grows old, but thrives on the joy of each new day. May you always be able to talk things over, confide in each other, laugh with each other, and enjoy spending very special times together. Mark and Laura, you have both made the declarations of marriage as prescribed by law and have made a solemn and binding contract with each other in the presence of your family and friends gathered here today. Today is the start of a new life for you together, and we all hope that the feeling of love that you have for each other will deepen and grow ever stronger in the years to come. But now it gives me the greatest pleasure to pronounce that you are now lawfully joined together as husband and wife. And Mark, you may kiss your beautiful... This is a time we normally rush forward and shake your hands, congratulations. But we hope that you have the most long and happy life together. And obviously, our congratulations and best wishes come from the heart. So
Thank you very much.
it's so lovely to have met you and with your family. But now I hand over to Annie, because this is now time for you to have a little, a big check of what she's actually written to make sure it's accurate. So,
Not a big check, no, sorry.
you just sort of turn it perhaps onto the guests a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, of
Is
course.
that all right?
Yeah.
Just while they concentrate and do
I've
that.
always wanted to be a postmaster and now I've got to be one. So,
Like
this is
she's
now,
going to give you a packet of stamps.
this is the register. So what I need you to do now,
Yes, sir.
okay, Mark built top line, Laura at the bottom, just check everything's completely correct before you do any signs.
Okay.
Okay, so if you'd like to take a pen from the little pot there, and Mark, you're going to sign first, just next to where it says number 1.
This one here, yeah?
Yeah. Move it across if you want, yeah. And Laura, if you could sign in your current name, not in your change name,
Okay.
where it says number 2, please.
Number 2.
Thank you. Now then, just thinking we've got 1 pen left and 2 witnesses.
That's all right, we can,
Can we do
just
something?
bear with me.
Sorry,
Let's
I
have a
should have
look.
Okay, I've got
Two pens.
Let's cleanse everything.
Give us a pen. That's the one. Right.
So, what's the plan now? Can I have
I'm
Adam
trying this with you anyway.
Can I have Adam forward, please, to sign? Adam, if you could sign next to where it says number 3,
Sorry, I'm listening now.
where it says number 3.
Perfect. Just the signature.
Yes, please. And is that just A Hield, or is there another initial stuff in there?
Not in that
That's
signature.
just A
there.
Hield.
Yeah.
Okay, lovely.
What did you do?
So if you could pop back to your spot, thank you.
I'll put that on there.
That's fine.
And then if I can have
Wasn't you excited to see that?
That's the pen that's also been cleaned now, so you can have
This one here?
that one. Yeah.
So if you could sign next to where it says number 4, please.
Maybe casually.
And Rachel, can I ask you exactly what you've signed? Is it your whole name?
It is, yeah.
So Rachel, H-E-L.
It's R-H-I-P.
No return. Soldier Celine, I'm sorry.
Nice little bit.
You say that again.
R-P-K, Soden, R-H-I-P-K-I.
H-I-P-K-A-S-S.
K-I-S.
H-I-P-K-I-S-S. As in kiss.
Yes.
Thank you, Rachel. Could you return to your little dot just while I
Yes.
time mine?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Now, this actually is the end of the ceremony, as you can probably imagine, Mr. and Mrs. Heald.
Hold up. Stay there. Hang on a sec.
Check your name.
Well done, Kat, thanks. Is there a camera as well on the floor?
So let me do this, mate.
Right, hold. You can hold this, Auntie, just like that. Just like that. Got it? Here you go. Ready? There you go.
Great. Thanks, mate. Yeah, it's all done. Hello, everyone. Actually, I don't know how to do that.
What, you just have to hold it. Here we go, Dad.
While he's wearing a tie, just come casual.
You're right, girls. Oh, look. Hi, girls. You wave at the camera. You wave at the camera. Oh, we still going. You're so teeny.
No, I need to.
Dad. Are you still going?
Yeah.
Oh, bless.
Bye, everybody.
I know. Yeah.